Hello, so creative, welcome to another interesting tutorial. Is Faustina here. On today's tutorial we are going to learn how to cut and sew this flare short you are seeing on the screen. You see how beautiful is sitting on me. So if it's something that you would like to learn, please keep watching and let's move over to our drafting table. So I'm trying to show you all the details of my shorts. So these are the materials that we are going to be using in cutting our shorts. It's 1.5 yard of Ankara fabric with our ruler, tape and our curve line. So we have gone ahead to fold the 1.5 inch fabric into 2 equal halves like so. So after folding it into 2 equal halves, you are going to start marking out all your vertical lines. So from my starting point, I came down by 4 inch. After coming down by 4 inch by the starting point of my fabric, by the side I'm going to go in by another 4 inch. These 4 inches will serve as an allowance for our crotch extension for our flare shorts. So from where our two line meet, we are going to start imputing our waist measurement. We are going to do our waist divide by 3, not 4, because it's a flare short. You are going to divide your waist by 3 and you start imputing your value from where our two line join. So after marking out our waist, we are going to start working on our front crotch line. How do you get your front crotch line? You divide your hip by 4 plus extra 2 inch allowance because it's a free short. So I added extra 2 inches allowance, and because you are adding 2 inches a bind on the short, I went ahead to remove. After minusing the 2 inches, I went ahead to now impute the remaining value that I have. By my crotch extension, I divided my hip by 20 and I impute the value. I now curve it. Start marking out the length of our flare short. So the length of your flare short is as preferred. So I went ahead to impute the length of my flare short from my waist. So after getting the value, I will now measure out the value from the tip of our fabric, like where we started marking out our waist. After getting the value, I will use that value to mark it all around so that I will have an accurate curve circle at the hem of our flare short. So after marking out the value like so, I went ahead to join all the dotted lines, and by the front of our flare I came out by 1.5 on the hem and now mark it back to our crotch extension like so. So I went ahead to cut it because the side of the back side of our shorts, like the back side of our shorts, the length is not complete, so we are trying to pin down extra fabric on that back side so that we can complete the length of our shorts. So I'm trying to pin down the back side. So after pinning it down, I will now complete my round circle measurements. So I'm trying to pin it down. After pinning it down, I will now continue my measurement and complete the round circle. You see where I kept my tape. So that is how you will mark out the length of your short so that you have an accurate circle. So after getting all the circles, I'm now trying to cut it. We will now cut it out. So after cutting it out, we now start working on our back crotch depth and crotch extension. So this is the back while the other side is the front. So at the back we are going to put our crotch depth measurement by adding extra 1/2 inch for the back. After minusing the 2 inches, I went ahead to add extra half inch for the back extension. So I went ahead to input my value, and for the back crotch extension, I went ahead to divide my hip divide by 10 to get my back crotch extension. So after getting the value, I went ahead to do our curve. So at the hem, I came out by 1.5 inches and now taper it back to our crotch line like so. So our short is ready. We just start inputting all our necessary sewing allowance. So at our waist, I added half an inch, and at our back flare, I added 1 inch because I'm going to input zip at the back of our flare. So I added 1 inch up to the length of where I want my zip to stop, and at the other side I added half an inch. Like at the other curve side, I added half an inch. So our short is basically ready. We just go ahead and cut it out like so. So let's cut it out and start working on the sewing part. After cutting it out, we now start working on our sewing part. Note that the shorts do not have any side joining. The shorts do not have any side joining. So after cutting it out, we are now going to sew half an inch on the crotch, front crotch line, and also half an inch on the crotch back of our flare. But we are not going to, we are going to top stitch from where our zip will stop, and also half an inch to all the way down. So I've gone ahead to sew it on my sewing machine, as you can see. So I've gone ahead to sew half an inch to where our zipper will stop. I did not sew where our zipper will start. So I'm just flipping it all over so that we start sewing the inseam of our flare short. So you are going to line the inseam and now sew half an inch all the way down. And this is it. I'm going to recap what I did just for clearer view. So from the middle of our short, I flip it all over so that the two crotch line will be meeting each other. And we now sew half an inch on the inseam of our flare like so. So I've gone ahead to sew it, and we will start working on the bind of our flare short. So this is basically how you are going to do yours. So let's keep the short aside and start working on the bind of our short. So but before you keep it aside, don't forget to measure at the waist of your shorts so that you will know the length of the bind that you are cutting. Remember, we mark out 2 inches, we minus 2 inches from the crotch depth. So we are going to now start marking out 2.5. The half inch is for sewing allowance. After marking out the 2.5, we are going to now cut it out like so. So this is my bind. I'm now going to fold in half inch on the two sides of my bind and iron press it. After folding it and ironing it, I'm now going to start inputting my waist, my flare. I will tuck it in between the two bind. I will now sew it all round. So I've gone ahead to sew it. This is the outcome of our flare. We now start working on the hem of our flare shorts and also input our zipper. So I'm yet to add zipper on the shorts. We just fold our hem of our short by half an inch and now sew it all the way round. But before you sew it, make sure to weaving it. Try and weaving it before you hem your short. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you have watched to this moment, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you all. Bye.